Good evening. Hello. Hi, Katie and Annette, Tiffany. Wonderful. Okay, and we're actually set up and you can hear me and everything. Happy, what is it? Tuesday, right? Tuesday. Crazy week on my end. Cannot wait to meet so many new people today, as well as visit with all my friends. So much to share. Hello. Hey, Nancy. Hi, Cheryl. Yes, if you're tuning in live, please, obviously, you're here now, drop where you're calling in from. And if you are doing a replay later, make sure you click replay. We're going to have some fun. It is Taco Tuesday, huh, Denise? Oh my goodness, and we're having tacos. We are. Scott is doing his thing and making me dinner, which is wonderful. We make a good team. We are all over the country. I'm loving this. Look at oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, I'm going to try to get started quickly because I do not want to keep you more than 30 minutes. So if we have never had the privilege of meeting yet, you'll understand that I love to talk all things Bellame. So first of all, welcome to this call. My name is Melissa Thompson. I'm the very proud founder and CEO of this beautiful brand, Bellame. And tonight I have the privilege of being able to just take you through a few things of what has really made our brand so unique, who we are, what we're doing, and why we are so excited about everything that is happening here and as well as in the future. So what I do want to say, keep letting us know where you're calling in from. What I want to share is today, I have my team on the call and they're watching out for comments and everything else. I was going to say Fort Worth. Oh, it's Angie. Our director of social marketing. So they're on the call to take down your comments and everything else because we're going to be looking to give away 2 of our gorgeous new Showstopper palettes, which I have a story about this as well, but isn't that beautiful? And we have 10, count them, 10 $100 shopping sprees for new partners who've joined today or are about to join tonight and are on this call. So as we go through it, I'll say it a couple of times and I'm sure Angie will help you remember that too, and Jan. But if you are not a partner yet, you might be interested, just click interested or joining or join today, just something so we know where you're calling in from or to make sure we put you down there because 10 of the people on this live call that joined today or joined earlier today will win a $100 shopping spree. That means you could go join for free right now and be entered into that because it's free to join Bellame. And if you're a partner, click partner. We'd love to see you on there too, but we are just so excited. So I'm going to get started. And again, thank you for taking a few moments out of your busy day to sit with us and let me chat about all things beauty and entrepreneurship. And I would need probably several decades to kind of tell the story of how we got here, but I have been in the industry for almost 30 years. And to put it in perspective, when I started, my daughter was a baby and she is about to celebrate her birthday this weekend. And she is our director of events at Bellame. And if you're a partner, you can drop in how much you love Amanda's events because she sure knows how to spend my money. All the moms out there, you'll understand. If you have a daughter, you hear me, right? So really, I started 30 years ago almost, and I started with Avon products back in the day. You remember Avon. And I fell in love with the industry. And there's a long story to that too that we don't have time to share, although I wish I did, maybe on a future call. And I have been with some beautiful brands from the original Avon. So I worked in New York and Los Angeles with them, to companies like Stella and Dot and their Ever skincare and beauty line. I've worked with Shackley and their incredible vitamins. I've been with LaBelle Paris. I've been with some of the best in the industry. I want to make sure I can see all your comments. And I have just taken everything I love about it And really what we've done is reimagine the way this industry is supposed to be. There are a lot of beautiful companies out there. Bellame itself is a beauty and wellness brand. We believe in beauty from the inside out, and we believe in putting lots of milk on the table for the partners who share our prestige beauty and wellness products. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how we started and how we even got here. And I'm loving it. Yes, I loved seeing so many of you at our home here at the Directors Summit. I hosted we welcomed a couple of hundred of them here, but 307 of our directors earned this trip, and we had lots of brand swag and all that wonderful stuff. So, but like I said, I could talk forever. So pull up a chair, grab yourself something yummy to drink, whether you're enjoying an adult cocktail or a cup of tea or coffee or what have you. I am having some of our coconut colada today, which is our hydrate boost infused with skincare. Why? Because I'm 52 years old, and everything I put on my face, everything I put in my body, it has to say glowing skin. Otherwise, I'm not doing it. But to kind of take us back, I worked with all these big, beautiful brands, and my husband, Scott, is an entrepreneur. He owns an Inc. 500 digital marketing company that's still very successful to this day. And he does beautifully, but he's always really had that entrepreneur drive. And very long time ago, it feels like now, we sat in Napa over a bottle of wine with my mom and my stepdad. And he said, honey, why don't we just start our own business? And that really is kind of the birth of Bellame. There's a lot more to that story. My mother named the company Bellame because we started playing around. I thought it was a joke. I thought we're just having fun. Sure, yeah, we'll start our own company. And as the night progressed, my mother asked me, well, what kind of products would you have? And I said, I'd love everything Luxe Beauty. And I love wellness, and I care about taking care of yourself from the inside out. And, we talked about a name for a company. And when I told her I love beauty, she said, Bella. That was her idea. And I said, well, it's a little more than that, because having been in the industry for so long, I know that it's about what this industry does for others. It's truly something beautiful to watch. So if you've been with another company, if you've been in the entrepreneur space when it comes to social selling, then you know what I mean. You have the ability to beautifully impact lives. And it's about how that makes you feel from the inside out. And that's when my mother said Bellame. And I thought, Bellame. The whole table went silent. By the next day, Scott, who owns a digital marketing biz, had purchased the domain from somebody who owned it in another country. And they weren't using it. It was just parking the domain, and he bought it. And I'm like, oh, this is getting serious. So in reality, when we really started to put everything together, I walked in, I gave my resignation, I did everything, and said, what do I do now? And he said, start blogging about everything entrepreneurship, what you love about it, what you don't love, ask questions, write about beauty and wellness and just being a mom and a woman. And I thought, well, I can do that. And I'd like to write. So we started a blog. Nobody knew what we were doing. And heck, it didn't feel like I knew what I was doing at the time, but we had a fire in our belly and passion in our hearts, and really just this mindset to make this happen. So as we started looking for beautiful partners to work on our product, and I have a great story about that too, and because it's not easy building a business from the ground up, but what's even harder is to build a business from scratch with zero investors. Not because we didn't want to go to a bank and get it, but we thought we would take our time and grow the brand slowly. And it was a beautiful concept at the time. And we just thought, this is something Scott and I are going to do, because we had always had a dream in our heart from long ago when we met. We were both single parents, and we wanted to do something. We never knew what that something was, but we used to talk about how hard it was to be a single parent. Heck, we used to talk about even when we were married before, that it's hard, having children and money and all that kind of stuff. And we just always envisioned being able to do something that would mean something, not just have a business, but do something that made a difference. So with that, it was really something that we thought we could just do slowly. And as we started to look for our partners in what would be Bellame, and I mean, not even partners who would represent our brands, who was going to make the product? We didn't want another Me Too product. There's enough of those around. We wanted an amazing compensation plan, an opportunity, and something different. And then we wanted to attract the right tribe. So as we started, I just started blogging. And before you knew it, or we knew it, we had over 100,000 followers on our blog between all our social networks and everything before anybody knew we were launching one single product. They saw the name Bellame, and to this day, you can go onto our Facebook corporate site and go all the way back to the very beginning, and you can find some of those original blogs. And we had a separate blog that we would send out all the surveys, and I would ask people what they wanted out of a beauty brand, out of their wellness brands. What did they love about entrepreneurship if they had ever been in business for themselves? If they had ever been in social selling, network marketing, direct selling, whatever you wanted to call it, what did they love about the culture, the comp, the starters, the this, the that, anything I could think of? And if they hadn't been it, why not? So we literally took that and used it as a blueprint to build Bellame. And we really just started with our first products, even going out to, I've worked with some of the biggest companies in the world. One of the biggest companies I learned from was a beautiful company named Manna. And I worked with them to help them launch their own brand in direct selling. An amazing owner, God rest his soul. And he was just one of the smartest people I ever met. Such a passion for beauty. And what I realized by working with companies in beauty, even though I had worked with the billion-dollar brands and everything else, is that so many of the biggest brands, you can go into your Neiman Marcus tomorrow or your highest end department store that you can find, and you can find products that are made throughout labs throughout this world. And many of those competing products are made right there at the same place, many, many different companies around the world. So I got a knack for really just understanding development and loving all of that. As I moved on to Stella and Dot, working with their Ever skincare line, I was enamored with what they had created and how they did it. And so when it was time for us to kind of, where are we going to go from here? How are we going to create something all our own? I'm not a chemist, although I love beauty and wellness. I know what I don't know. So we set out to start researching every single lab. And when it became within the industry, it was interesting because so many of the products weren't just Me Too products. They were products that just simply had a label over it. And not all of them, obviously. There's some great companies out there with some wonderful products. However, we found a lot of the same thing. So we set out and we found a beautiful, beautiful chemist by the name of Chris Westfall, who still works with us today. He created our flagship line now that has sold out 3 times. And it is our Aqua Lumiere hydrating line. So I have pictures of the original everything where I would just accumulate iteration after iteration. He worked with me for 9 months straight as we set out to develop these beautiful products. They have a proprietary delivery system that's patented, a proprietary and patented ingredients that help with the health of your skin. So you might have been exposed to skincare that you have to pick for oily, dry, all the combos. This skincare line is incredible. And it has to do a lot with the formulation that's proprietary to Bellame, as well as those beautiful patents. But more than that, it's like if you think about making a cake, it's the baker that means so much to it, right? So we found the most beautiful people in lab and the person who did it all. And Chris went on to create Dreamlux, which is another of our most amazing products, and Hero, most recently launched. And he worked with our Texas labs here to get that done. So I say that because we just launched with these 4 products, and we thought we had so much time to enjoy. And we launched in August of 2018. We ordered enough kits for 1,000 people because all the experts told us that We would be fortunate if we got 500 people to join us. Well, in October, the cleanser here sold out. By Thanksgiving, the other 3 were sold out. And everybody kept wanting to join. We had 7,500 people that joined our tribe by the end of that year. Crazy, right? We didn't come back with products until February. And once we came back, we had to find our beautiful lab. And Chris worked with them to make sure that was all taken care of. And then, of course, went on to create the other products. But we found our beautiful partners here in Texas, who we've been working with since the end of 2018. And we've gone on to create so many more things. We have launched over now, because we're launching 9 shades of the gorgeous lipstick. I get really excited about product, but I got to move on to opportunity soon. But we are launching 9 of these gorgeous lip shades, the prettiest package you've ever seen. And these launch, it's this month, and I can't give you the exact dates because we have something fun happening with that. And those 9 will complete over 160 SKUs. We went from 4 to 160 in our short, less than 5 years. Incredible, right? And then next month, we have 9 more shades. You see the bees launching. And these are our new moisturizing lipsticks. The others are our semi-matte. So all kinds of things happening. With products, it's my passion, but the products are my passion because it helps to put milk on the table for our brand partners who share these gorgeous products. So it had to go a lot further than that. It couldn't just be something that we have these incredible products, super low return rate, like nothing like I've ever seen in any portion of the beauty or wellness industry. I'm not speaking about our direct selling. I'm speaking about e-commerce, brick and mortar, everything. And it has been a beautiful thing to watch. But then to pair it with the right opportunity that helps put that milk on the table, that was a whole new level of what we never knew that we would encounter. And this is where the revolution came into play. But before getting to that, because it's a great story, however, we first had to then attract the tribe. And that's something that continues to happen today. In our almost 5 years, our 5th birthday is at conference, and we're going to have a blast, which is in Phoenix this summer. But in that short amount of time, being able to really partner with beautiful souls from all across the country. We are only in the US right now on purpose, and we are still a very young brand. Building quickly, though. Our tribe, when they discovered us and we discovered them, it was a beautiful thing. We decided to grow organically. In fact, I was just interviewed for something this week, and that question came up about how we were able to do this organically. Because right now, I will say, as much as I love our industry, and I love entrepreneurship, and there's some amazing companies out there, it seems that bringing people in and bridge packages, if you've ever been in the industry, are like, people are giving it out like candy. But what happens there is you can't pay true milk on the table for the people representing your brand when that happens. So we started, when we first launched, we decided we would grow organically. We would not be paying packages for people to build with us. And it's one of our proudest things to be able to share, because even with that, it was the attraction of like-minded entrepreneurs who wanted to do something beautiful and good. And I truly know that God's blessed us with this beautiful way to serve others. We have built family, through friendships, and the people that have been with us since the beginning. Also, it's just as powerful as the people who joined yesterday or joining tonight or tomorrow or next year. It's an amazing thing to watch. It's through their spirit, it's through their passion, and allowing us to be part of their brand, not the other way around, that has made all the difference in the world. So here's where things get crazy. I just spoke recently at the global conference for our industry, and there are some beautiful companies, and I admire so many people. We're in very good company. But in the past year, especially, to have been recognized for creating something that we call it's an omni marketing model. And so I'll get to that in just a moment. But to kind of set the stage for that, this past year has been incredible. Not only were we named one of the top privately owned companies in the country out of all kinds of companies, right? From medical supplies to digital to everything. We were number 1,391 on the list of Inc. 5000. And that's incredible. We were joined with there were, I think, 3 companies in our industry that made the list. And I just recently really got to know the owner of Red Aspen at one of our meetings. And she's electric. She's amazing. And it's just savvy entrepreneurs like that. Oh, including the owner of Savvy as well, when we were all recently together. And I say this because something's happening, my friends. If you've ever been in this industry, hold on tight, because the playing field is shifting. If you haven't been in the industry, then you are being introduced to an experience that is so new. You see, about a little over a year ago, we asked the question, why should anybody have to pay to represent our brand? Why should any entrepreneur have to pay to represent anybody's brand? Think about that for a moment. Imagine if you had a 9-to-5 and you had to pay to walk through the door. Imagine if you had a 9-to-5 and to keep your job, you had to pay a renewal fee every year. Or how about if you were working behind the desk and in order to log onto the computer and use their site, you had to pay? It actually doesn't make sense. And I've been in the industry for so long. There's reasons companies were set up that way, but the logic does not work anymore. The other thing that doesn't work are restrictions or trying to make an entrepreneur be the brand instead of us as companies serving you and you being able to add us to your brand. I know that God did not put me in this position so I could police anybody or do anything like that. My full thing is to be able to add and serve our brand partners, to make a difference in their world and in turn make a difference in so many others. We do things a little differently at Bellame, but it's not because we feel we're the only ones who can do it. I'm challenging the entire industry to level up to this new playing field of today's entrepreneur. COVID changed everything, my friends. COVID changed everything. No longer are work from home kind of options only reserved for certain categories. There are so many options. But all these things within social selling and what we do, this industry that is over 140 years old, we are the best at community. We are the best at providing the maximum opportunity and rewards. So what we decided a little over a year ago is to wipe away every single fee. We didn't charge a website fee already. We never charged fees to transfer your money to your own bank account when you earned it. Those were things we didn't do. We already provided, all the photos for our brand partners to be able to use and enjoy cost-free, and a website cost-free. So what we did is we did away with starter kit fees. You can join right now for free. Then make sure you log back on here and tell them so they count you in. Otherwise, we'll do our best to have the team look through it. But we did away with it all. And we also went the extra mile and said, if you would like to represent our brand, we are proud to serve you. And we are proud that you're adding us to your brand. You see, because everybody is an influencer, even if you just joined Facebook today. And I'll tell you why. Every single one of you has a social network of your own. If you're listening to this, you have a social network. Every single person, whether you have 300,000 followers or whether you have 5 or less, you have your own network. The world has changed, but this business that we do, that so many other companies do beautifully as well, we can do with integrity. We can do with serving others. We can do without the fees and all the things, because you see, Scott Thompson, my husband and very active president here at Bellame, he has said it perfectly. We are in business to help you make money, not make money off you. And the same goes for our customers. We offer a 45-day full money back guarantee to our customers as well as to our brand partners. The entire thing can be used and it can be returned. Yet we have one of the craziest, lowest return rates I've ever seen in the history of doing this business in 30 years. And with that, we offer incredible digital tools, all for free. Proprietary platform, which we own. We are a tech company, as well as a beauty and wellness company, as well as an opportunity. Everything is just for our brand. We have put so many resources into that so that we can provide our brand partners with lead generation, lead capture, campaigns, all the things at zero cost to you. So I share this because we have really summed it up in calling it an omni marketing model. When we first started, and I was doing one of my very first videos to introduce people to the brand, because it was just me trying to find, just like many of you who build businesses, trying to build your own team. That's what I was doing. So I did lives to share. And I used to say I wanted to be an omni brand. Like I really wanted to reach the consumers where they live. And that's a known marketing term. It just means you're going to show up wherever they are. And that was my passion. I didn't model our brand after other social selling companies, nothing against them, but I was modeling at the time off the company called Stitch Tricks. Anybody know what company that is? I have not actually seen them recently because I've been busy, head down, working all the time. But they had the most phenomenal customer experience. And I wanted to model our brand off that omni-channel experience, as well as being able to be everywhere the consumer needed us to be. When we decided to drop all fees, drop the restrictions, just go for it in today's new modern world of entrepreneurship, be the brand that can add to other brands, like your personal brand versus the other way around. When we made that decision, we knew it was so special, so unique, that we needed to give it its own name. We launched it as the Omni Marketing Model. The compensation plan is unlike anything I've ever seen in my almost 3 decades. We have trips, we have gifts, we have flowers, we have all those things that you can earn without building a team, because not everybody wants that. Some of you love it. Some just want to sell. Some want to do all of it. But we allow our brand partners to build in a volume-based plan. And what that means is our levels all the way up to platinum is based on that director level. So if you're interested in our comp plan, we show everything. We believe in being fully transparent. You can access that on our site at bellame.com under the Join Us tab. You can print it out. You can see for yourself what I'm talking about. Everybody that I welcomed into my home, all 302 achievers, so that's our director level, and then they have to hold. That was for a year's time. Those levels are about the heart of our brand, which is our director tribe. You can hit director without ever having one team member, just yourself. And that's powerful. That's different. It's unique in this industry. And the transparency of truly being able to put milk on the table. Our baby brand is getting close to $19 million of milk on the table for the partners that share our brand. And that is in less than 5 years. Less than 5 years. One young brand, 2 people, my husband and myself, who own it, and no investors. And we do so because we love what this does. So I'm going to stop and and see if there are any questions. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see these. I love it. Lots of about directors. Some we had 305, or we had 305. We had Achievers of Director Summit. We had 3 come in and earn it their first month. I love that. Yes, Monique, it's achievable and real. I love it. You hit director in your first month. Congratulations. And that's a beautiful thing. A couple of the other things, and oh, yes, thank you for bringing that up too, Cheryl. We are and always will be a very faith-based company. It is by the grace of God that this company is where it's at. It's by the grace of God that we've been able to move mountains and I believe add beautifully to an industry that I adore. This industry has been in my heart for almost 30 years, right? And there are many stories in between that, many people that I've had the privilege of working with to stand on stage at that global event and share what our brand is doing and how beautifully it is really being recognized within the industry with some very powerful, beautiful companies that we're in good company with. That, my friends, is everything. But putting milk on the table for our partners who share this brand, that is what sets my soul on fire. That's why we're here. I love this industry so much. But when you love something so much, you know that you have to continuously do your best to make it better. And I know that is what we are doing today. I invite you to look at us and I invite you to download our compensation plan to really review, to look at our tribe. Whether you have, if you've never been in the industry before, I promise you, you will be pleasantly surprised at really learning what we're all about. If you've been in the industry before, then you will immediately notice what we are doing to enhance not just our company, but the world of social selling. Because never before, what happened in COVID, during COVID, so many companies closed their doors and our industry welcomed people home with arms wide open. And we are very grateful to be able to serve, but we're even more grateful to be able to grow and challenge this industry to take its rightful place of what we've always done. Best community, best everything, not just us, but the industry. You see, if you love something as well, you want to lift others up. I was introduced to so many people I didn't know and reunited with so many at that global conference. And one of the things that rang true for me are the ability to lock arms with other wonderful companies and lift each other up. And that is what we believe in here at this brand. We believe in doing things together to make a difference. We believe that God empowers us. We know that we can change somebody's life with community, with the milk on the table, with the products and everything in between. So, okay, here I go. I just keep talking. Is this, let's see. If you're a customer, make sure you put your name down because we are going to be picking 2 of these gorgeous palettes. These 2 palettes here. And this one's actually, this is a good story. I started talking about that. If you're a customer, you will be able to win one of these. We'll have 2 lucky winners. If you join as a partner, if you already joined, great. Make sure you say joined. If you're going to join, you might want to note that down so they see you because we will be giving away 10 $100 shopping sprees. So just a little bit. And then if there's any questions, I'd ask Jen and Angie to let me know because I would love to. And we will announce the showstopper winners tomorrow. So they'll put that on there as well as the $100 shopping earners will be contacted too. So this is a beautiful example of why we do what we do. It's a great story. So, we started with 4 products. And in 4.5 years, or a little over 4.5 years, we're now at 160 SKUs. This baby has been a dream of mine for a total of exactly 3 years. We were able to do some pretty incredible things through COVID, like launch a mascara, eyeliners. We launched another eyeshadow palette, a liquid liner, all kind of eye products. And I remember our beauty team said, do you know the biggest brands out there are scrambling trying to launch things for the eyes because masks were a thing, right? And that's where I go into, and I have so many beautiful stories of how God has made sure that this brand is here to continue serving, because a little baby brand like us, we weren't supposed to survive a pandemic, and we did. But this is a testament to what we do and what we believe. This beautiful piece of perfectness, as I call it, we went through about a billion zillion iterations, and it was pretty incredible. We picked the shadows, we did the things, nothing was good enough. I believe that a woman should feel pampered and should feel beautiful when putting their products on. Again, we don't do Me Too products, and we also do not do products that just are slap the label on. But these gorgeous shadows, we kept going back to the drawing board because this is a custom mold and a gorgeous custom mold. And so I put it off so we could continue developing 5 billion other products, like our entire wellness line, like more skincare. And good things come to those who wait, my friends. But this beauty here, 2 of you will earn. And we are launching products for the rest of this year, as well as 2024 and 2025 that we're already working on. We just launched our trip to Tulum that every single person listening to this call can earn, as well as our national conference in Phoenix. I have to remember everywhere we're going. We're going to Nashville in June. There's something happening almost every single month as far as events. And we're just so excited to be able to share this brand with you. So let me see if there are any questions. I love it. Lots of people excited to join. So make sure you join after. And that way, when we go back, I have 10 $100 shopping sprees to give out, but I do have a couple little things to show you. And some of these are a surprise, so I better hold this. We love doing gifts. That's kind of gifts are my way of showing love, I suppose. I love putting milk on the table, but I also love rewarding our partners with some beautiful things. And so the Director Summit, where everybody just was here at my home, we had a sit-down dinner for a couple hundred people, and it was fabulous. We gave away all 9 shades of the gorgeous lipstick and had a beautiful time. But every event we've ever had, we have a beautiful charm that I might be hard to see, but it's a custom charm created. It says Fort Worth in there. And this is our little lipstick because we debuted our lipsticks. So I have also charms for each level that you hit. Aren't they gorgeous? Once you get to Director, you get this beautiful, I'm trying to hide some of the ones I'm not supposed to show you yet, but a beautiful Bellame Director charm bracelet. All our directors get this. When you hit Senior Director, we send Farm Girl flowers at every level. And when you start to get to the 3 top levels, you start getting diamonds, diamond hoop earrings, diamond necklace, beautiful diamond ring with an aquamarine. I mean, we just love gifting. And it's just a beautiful way to have a career, I think, being able to serve you in doing everything. So let's see. Do I have any questions, Angie or Jan, before I let all these beautiful people go? Let's see. Let's read some of them. I love that there's no team required to move up in ranks. Amen to that. Director from who's Erica Newman? Congratulations. She earned Director from sharing the products herself. And that's a whole lot of milk. I love it. Okay, I think I'm going to see if there's questions, but I believe my team's answering them. I'm really behind on that, huh? So that's interesting. Melissa, I love that. She said that this reminded her of Tiffany's. And the interesting thing is all our jewelry is, of course, custom created for our tribe. And when I went to give the first piece of jewelry out, I talked to Tiffany's, I talked to all the companies, and I was like, well, you pay a lot, obviously, for their name. And it wasn't unique to us. It wasn't, I asked about engraving, but engraving, you get like, it's not that big of a deal, but I'm like, I want something custom. So we took the time to make sure we had something super special for all our brand partners. And we just love gifting. That's what we do. That's what we do. Even those who came here, they received a $250 brand bag. And even if people cannot come because life gets in the way and life is busy, you do these roles so that you're not having to be at a 9 to 5. And we just sent them all their goodies instead. So we just love gifting. All right. Well, I will tell you, yes, speaking of the hydrate Bruce, let me take a sip and then I have one last message for you. You know what this tastes like? If you haven't had it, the coconut colada tastes like a coconut snow cone. And it's amazing. Amazing. Electrolytes plus skin goodies. So with that, I just want to thank you for taking time out of your busy day to sit with me and let me talk all things Bellame and beauty. We have a tribe that is unlike no other. It truly is. It is an incredible just vibe to be around, to be with. But more than that, this business is about making a beautiful impact in the lives of others. And our goal, as our corporate team knows, is to serve our partners, to pamper our customers, and to just truly do something revolutionary in an industry that has given so much. This is our way of doing the same for it. So we invite you to join us. We invite you to be part of it all. And I cannot wait to see who's going to win those $100 shopping sprees and the showstopper. Everybody have a beautiful rest of your night. And we look forward to welcoming you into our Facebook private group for our partners. Bye, everybody, and thank you.